I uploaded a video showing the 102 with an X1 fleet, but I want to try it with the free U1 fleet that you all got and is in your dock, amongst some other prizes. So let's go ahead and get started. With the low evade on the flagship, it's going to be really important that you are using a Sea Serpent's crew just to try to minimize damage. No real difficulties for the first two turrets. Actually, you could probably just hit these and retreat if you wanted to grind out the entire raid and get a few thousand points, but that's not really worth it. For the first cluster, what you want to do is get as close as possible and hopefully outrun all the damage from the ballistic turrets. You should actually get no damage from this one either. You're getting as close to the dead zone in as close to the short-range champion turret as possible. The next one is pretty similar, so actually I want you to shift-click that real quick, and you're going to engage the launcher turret first. This is going to be what's doing most of the damage to you. Get as close as possible to these axiom turrets and kill them, and you're fine in the dead zone of these other two guys. Once those are dead, there's one more axiom turret to pick up on the outside, and as you can see, our Wrathful Rampage has taken some damage already, and there is some King Killer, which is when the evade-based turrets, like the one I'm hovering over right now, are engaging the one with higher armor points first, which means that if you actually want to do well, you probably need a build refit, although I can't really recommend doing that on the flagship with a lack of tokens for it. Well, this turret cluster gets taken down pretty easily. I got one or two more shots from that first turret, so let's see if we can't do any more for the rest of the target. Click on the one that actually is going to do damage to you here, and get inside the minimum range as quickly as possible. Once you're in the minimum range and have outrun all the incoming projectiles, it's okay to stop. Let's engage the first 4 silo turrets right there, and see if we can't get close to the last cluster. Now this is one right here that you could drop a small pinch on and save a ton of damage, but I'm not going to do that because I don't actually have one. Let's go ahead and just get inside the minimum range of these guys. You'll take a ton of damage doing that, but at least you'll be inside the minimum range. As you can see, I've gotten hit by quite a few things here because the flagship has lost so much health. It's not quite the highest health one anymore. Not the best results, but this is probably the best that you can do with this free fleet that Kixeye gave you. I think there are a few refits that you can actually do that would help save you some damage, but as you can see, some ballistic taken and some radioactive taken as well, and that is a 29-minute repair, which is not great, but it's not horrible for the free U1 fleet against the level 102 target. Might be a few ways to refine this. I would definitely recommend adding Guidance Scrambler 3 to your flagship, take off one of the reload specials or something else like that, and maybe even a few evade upgrades. You don't have to go crazy and mess around with speed yet, but there are some changes that you could definitely make if you wanted to, although I don't really think that I would do that. You can probably see if you have your own Wrathful Rampage, even at U0 with an evade build already, it would be better than this one. I want to give a huge thank you to the channel members whose names appear on the end screen now. They're helping keep the channel running and are why I can provide things like the builds doc. If you find that doc or these videos helpful and want to support, you can click the join button on YouTube. As always, and until next time, this is Derpy signing out, helping you be a better pirate.